Hi guys, welcome to The Batch Lady. I am Suzanne Mulholland, and on this channel I will be showing you how to make simple, easy, freezable meals that you can make anytime you want and put in the freezer for whenever you need them. Just simply defrost them and imagine just coming home with a defrosted meal completely ready just to heat up in seconds and serve to your family. Well, that's exactly what you can do with all of these meals. Today I am making a pesto and bacon raw bag. Okay, really simple. A raw bag is a sealable freezer bag that has all the raw ingredients that you need for your recipe. Now, this one's really easy. It's pesto pasta. And people will say, why do you do pesto pasta? It's a raw bag. Well, the reason I do, and I'm just going to start off telling you this as I'm doing my bacon. The reason I do is because it's about headspace. If you are busy and you're coming in, I'm just going to cut the fat off of this bacon with my scissors because I never use a knife very often. I'm not an experienced chef, but if you come in and you're busy and you're driving home from work or from the school run and you think, oh, what's for supper? And the children are asking, oh, what's for supper? Well, this is one of those things that is just ready there, waiting for you, all in one bag, and you know that you don't have to stop at the shops because you forgot one thing. It's all in the same bag. It's defrosting and you just have to add some pasta to it. So this is for pesto pasta. So I've got bacon, I've got frozen onions, and I've got frozen pesto. Now, if you make your own pesto, fantastic. I have a recipe on thebatchlady.com if you want to have a look at it. It's in my basics section and it's just called pesto sauce. And it is so simple and will save you a fortune. Or you can buy it in a jar, or you can buy it in a fresh tub. I've actually got a fresh tub here, if you stay with me. Just here. Try not to show you the brand. These little tubs are great. If you decide to use one of these tubs, I'll just throw the branding away. If you decide to use one of these tubs, then no problem, you can still do it with this recipe. They are quite expensive. This tiny little tub of fresh pesto costs about £3, where I can make probably double the amount of that for about £3, and that's going to do all my bags. But I am known to use the tubs if I run out or if I just don't have time to make any. So I am just chopping bacon. This is British bacon. I always use British because we have the best welfare for animals, and you never want to use bacon from another country. You should YouTube it. You don't want to. And that's one thing as well. If you're running late and you don't have all the ingredients, you quite often you just stop and you grab stuff and you don't really know what you're grabbing. It's really good if you can decide what you're doing on days like this. And I know that I have bought proper British bacon. I know exactly where it came from because I've decided that that's what I was going for and picked it up. So we've got 2 bags. We're going to make 2, not just 1, because you know what we do in The Batch Lady? We always make 2. Because why make 1 when you can make 2? I have my frozen onions, which is my best cheat in the world. I absolutely love it. Get your frozen chopped onions, and you need a cup full for this recipe. So 1 cup goes in the bottom. And you need another cup full for the other bag. This is going to serve 4. Family of 4 will eat this. Okay. It's a bit tricky, that one. I think I lost some of it. So you have a cup full of your onions in each bag. Bacon here I have 10 slices, so 5 slices for each bag. So I'm just going to roughly half it, and in it goes to each raw bag. And this is going to be frozen like this. When it defrosts, it's fine. It can all defrost together. There's not a problem. I think it was a bit mean on that bag, so we'll add a bit more. Right, so we've got our bacon and our onions. Next, we've got our pesto. Now, I get my pesto and I freeze it in ice cubes. So I've got tiny little ice cubes of it. And I've got enough here to do both bags. What I don't want to do is put the pesto directly into the bag, because when this defrosts, it's going to go through all the raw ingredients. And I don't want to cook the pesto that much. So I have a tiny little sort of cheaper little freezer bag rather than a big sealable one. And I'm just going to half this pesto. That's about half. There's no point in putting a little bag. I'm not going to waste this bag. Instead, I'm just going to roll it up and add it to my freezer bag here and seal this one up. These don't really seal flat like my other recipes. I've got pesto-y hands, makes it very tricky to seal. Right, 1 is done, and the next one. Now when I take these out of the freezer and they're completely hard and frozen, I'll just, you can leave it like that, or you can take the pesto out separately if you want, just to make sure it doesn't leak, although it shouldn't if you've sealed it. Right guys, that took a couple of minutes. We now have pesto pasta. You're going to put this in the freezer, and when you decide the night before, actually what can we have, we'll have pesto pasta, take it out, let it defrost. It takes no time to defrost. Get it in a pan and cook your onions and your bacon. Put your pan of pasta on. Once your pasta's done, your onion and bacons are done, just add your pesto. It'll warm up through with the hot pasta, and you have a meal for your family. Here are 2 meals ready to go in my freezer, so I don't need to think about the dreaded question of what is for dinner. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe below, give me a big thumbs up, and I will do lots more recipes for you. Check out any recipes you want on thebatchlady.com, where you can download them and print them off for free.